Mr. Speaker Kwame Appiah Kubi. Highly grateful. I pray you what joining and feeding. No. And this is how we begin your weekend. But be fast, Senator Juma Yekuno na Enea Yakase, Senator Dia. Wamubo Homodi Yepa. Set ye deal, Komoe, Senator Kakofa package back waba. Your friend survivors benefit. Now, I don't pay Pacha would hear me and see me, then you assume that you're the Yepa. And they need to teach you more, Moya Moan, Kasamwa Juma, Uncle Juma, Jadi and a woody, Pacha. It's how would that change. Said you may have better for Papa, the amount that change. I don't pay packages a hodua and what's in it in the boss of the amount. Now I feel we don't want to be. But your 2 cities, 5 cities, 10 cities. 100 cities a crowd about and some Bosumi be but home day that contributing. I think a crack and focus in it. Why? As soon as one year be brave, it's answer. When we are brave, no, but just in it for Beba. Now, one will be called Muapa. They say crowd about one more day about a year me depa. The latest package, you know, a survivors benefit. Now, the training, we your beer. Only senator for a year, you might want to see Tanka crack the two senator. The affair the contributions now, and they who are to take one chain. Or the Napaka and Befawa, but when you're in a woman and your mobile that senator for the affair survivors benefit. Say, he had the more. So we are mammy, so we are papa, we be called great. Now we be jumbo fra with tree, we jabusia with tree. When you be your motor tortoise and say, when I walk about when you be at the amount and sad woman sako one. Now when you want what will be a day, and no any assume beside of paying, so will be sound. The sense and a senator for Obama, yes, sir. They a contributor. Now, Pasikan Kakra, said you be a free more. What will be to me? Abua Wabusia with a year survivors benefit. I don't know the Omu what shed number of months, number of years, I want a senator contributing with your scheme. Now, if you want more Pesika Kessia Pa, and the Amawa Busia said, yeah, woman should be to me, I establish a woman. And no a lump sum, woman be to me, and the Ama survivors, which I want more ever, you know, I don't pay one pay when I will pay the but your woman boy said, yeah, and we be a policy of building a lifetime success and wealth. Get to me a year, Juba, and to measure. So, one for our own shame, and a pay for our own to Jumedia, woman, and a bebuao. That chair, Semunti, shall Ubeja to show papa. What's snake? What would you have Mobosha Super? I pay Cosinate branch be a winning be our my gun. Now, when your moon could be and sour sword, your Muye be no any sir. So, we call social media platforms in England. Facebook, X, Instagram, any day I can get that one. At Senate Ghana, Obehu Wamo, Ewo. Say, Open say, well, friend, now when you were deal Koboa, but your friend more on 0302 611 611 0302 611 611. Now when you Senate in Koboa pay, Wabwana Roba, but your Wabuba, what Senate? Your future is secure and they deliver on their promises. Baby fashion that be my opposite in that drone, Imbus to Barbistan, Imbus your number one. I know the Buapija in Kwabwana who are dead, said Yabea, Yaridom Yina, Wamobequetia. I don't pay where you be a Yariabo, Caribbean, how do what to the immune system no anaye weak mesre say obepe imbusta ba me shafo no yimi na wanu no be be boa wie ama wonso watimi atie agina bie no pay imbusta no ko chemical shops ko pharmaceutical shops ahodo ni na and as herbal shops ahodo ni na wo benya bi e wo ho se wo won kran wo be ko kashi drug le na wakope bi echu ewo se open the dodo mo echu nso a woni imbusta fo ni nkomo on 0246 208496 0246 208496 na woni imbusta ba Mr. for enkasa adope na wo mo bejo so pa Kessben actually I want you having everyone right here hey everyone right here hey Kessben Chama Ghana rice there, Ghana mo, Papa, Anushu de. na wo ko weekend a year wo ho wo tie yi paso bajo anuane ahodo abo ye no weekend nyina no say Ghana rice animu a that's why we miss the real taste of Ghanaian made in Ghana. Ghanaian rice. And see, the real taste of made in Ghana rice. The Supremo, the Kessben, no, Abba Ghana rice. Papa Ghana Hayani Diamond, Hayani Tete, Hayani Soho, and I packaging in Kamapa, and the Buam, but just a wood tibia. One Casa would be a dance, yes, a Mona wedding. The original taste of Ghanaian rice. Together with the flavor, I will be just said you see a ram. That wouldn't be I will be you feature what to say, oh, yeah, just away and far perfume, the amphra, and your natural smell. If we got us a superb rub, why you did your way on a wunya, and the channel pay, open more will be the other side, we are real boom system. Not any just say, what to Ghana rice, what your young two, young Casa, dear Chima Monatin, and to your dear, and a boom save this car. One in now, I did share with me. That toss me, you know, to me, that toss me, and so to me. Until Sassy be to and say that I'm a Ghana rice, you know, and I'll pay my son. Now, every boy, year restaurant, one year weddings, birthday parties, a year event, a whole weekend. But your brother, I'm a Ghana rice, never boy, I bet you chido mama, and one more fried rice, jollof rice, nigga, and you made in Ghana rice. I'm a Ghana rice, a rice Ghana, and I get a year. But you open the do more to a tongue. That one be a agent, and the young fast one. I don't pay for one more than your money. 0537 029 464 0537 029 464 and after 0207 67 6197. That when the Ghana rice in La Paz Eco Bank, please contain an inch and that will be home Ghana rice for. I don't pay your heaven, we'll tell Ghana rice. 53 minutes past 7. Kessben. Very soon. Kessben. My baby, for that, I say, now what you won't come over, I would open another apostle. And Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Alban Bagbin, and declare, and Rashabija for 9 Akunya said, he said, one month to me, your way to my son Rashabija for his answer. Party, I want Jina, one to me so bad, Rashabija, one more church, one munina, and the free side parties, and said the Ghana, your mum ran no extra, as I said, one more Kunyano, and Dampine, now I think yes, Parliament to the bit to me at us, and when the Juma warrior. I confirm some the Brady about and also just say no NDC for no I want Russia big them now by majority say woman abey dom Kessben and NPP party a woman wa buy mu say anymore ababey dom kuma woman Russia big na anopay e ho nkomodie ye ne okuje to abla kwa yam Russia big ni e NDC demo war Northton abaton persuaso e wo from antem wedding nkomo the details ni na no e dey bro na watwi mu ya adwuma filling stations ahodo Ebu Ghana for first one to full free wa na wo mo sisi wa miemi o mo machines mu nyina na watwi mu ya ye ho adwuma na no nkomodie nyina no e dey ba champagne e badamo hey machiliama awarding you I should daddy be Eclipse collateral management for there. I don't pay Eclipse at that romantic. But you are Japanese, we Japanese crash us on for swapper. And I don't pay Pacho, a Japanese beer, why you crash us some dear to Subiano, and fun crash and show pass it, and don't ever for him, bro. Fabra, now from Eclipse collateral management for one more the year, Jumana, I feel one more to your commissioner or Hokasiapa. I would be the ship be a year. And watching whoop alone, dear free bank, dear friend or collateral, no, wouldn't need a bank for the table sapa. I don't pay with Sika, open and a year show a bizarre collateral, as I would never. Eclipse 7 more money, so collateral be a open, dear Jessica, dear free bank be hot. I don't pay Wuba, Mobile. Now, when Sir Echimia and you would see me, now we a businessman, we a businesswoman. But you walk out lock your bank, if you can watch a Sankaya, when the Eclipse collateral management phone in come on. Now, one more job so I hear Appiah with collateral. But I want to new site about Street. I want cry how woman identity police station no ending share. They want to pay for one more on 0266 9990 0266 9990 and for 0302551877. Now when the echo school trauma again for him promoting safety and a decent income 56 after 7. Now Benny is here a year energy policy analyst, executive director. The Masem say what to see do pay Friday class in Charles Makachi, I am managing editor. The man the hawk the obo crack and I've a mini bear man. Oh, says the no comprehend to call or the consul badia. As a set team in the engine and the Chini Coco Santo. Our battalions are slow war. That's on your platform. On one Casaya, where? But some okay when you go for a dinner that you ain't no cocan to cover feet.
But I'm thinking I'm becoming very hopeful, sir.
Private individual. Say ya near Bayan so. Say ya near Bayan. As I say, start to say yeah, question for integrity. Anyone must stance, anyone must status quo with certain things. Your funny say yeah normal. I mean. Clearly, it's a beautiful article.
You heard him say the following week, no Koye, as saying this week, you know. Now we be at Koyama, my Ghana, individual says we also.
Very well. We must say black chas matching. That is it. Oh, Cocanto Kwame, you to Kobiano.
I dear fight. Just to Kona make a cabashi as a who say. We are host. We are send training. Why you training wo and then Uguswa say we are lawyer. What I say? We are now bold into we are lawyer. Yeah, check here. We should be able to have information that just say, oh, I'm part law school no Kubi. We have been called to the bar. Sana Ben Tihai. Ebeka ka betina dinasasa. I say Dr. Benjamin Sia. I say na ayekesi. Obi anim say no ye. I say so man we Martin din. So I wanted to find out. I say let me person
black jazz.
Let me person find out.
We that the way they do with you tables.
Oh no but you see Speaker.
Yes see.
Okay Ibad.
Yes, Ibad Ibrahim. My very good friend. You know wife?
Very good.
Oh, to me, come on, say.
I remember some starting CTV morning show.
We say no, but yeah. Oh yeah, international
expert, relation expert.
Maybe we are see for
say yes, certain so.
More example. Who's not okra title Dr. Morris Sampa? Okay. Yes. Poko do say. Formerly University of Ghana Law School.
Yeah.
And expose you. And I would have to know also no why security and safety analyst for 20 years plus. I will say, interministerial committees, the Timimano chair committees, ministry T committee, or Mutimiya and the chairperson.
Yes, Makati,
University of Ghana, Asamsia, they can call this man and make him chairperson because we are self-styling. So he is safety and security analyst.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he has zero knowledge in the field.
No. And bro, make kind of article, no. The first thought about my dream when they say radio for you mistake at your power. And you go so
no.
But and your money be will begin to correct it.
Yes.
So and brother Joe, as at the time I ensure need to make kind article, and I'm a baby Sammy Jose. So the question of who is an expert. Okay, you need a production team. No, have we ever thought of some of these things? Say, you Kessben Beninsia, a energy policy expert. What does it mean? Is it a mere fact to say Wako school acquired the knowledge? Okay, in the extractive sector, and based on that, the qualifications, or in-depth knowledge about that sector. For that reason, no. For the continuous and persistent, doing of those particular things within that sector, no, wababeye, I mean, somebody okita a superior knowledge in that sector, and you bet me a classify no an expert, or it is just by the mere fact to say, or no, the actor who say, oh yeah, energy expert. Enti yensu yenjene sa nso mu friend is or energy expert na. And those are the questions, Ben. As at last night, it keeps dropping in my mind. So a lot of people are yakas, omo ye expert in this, omo ye expert in that. Bebre na kra wo ho no more. Again, what I've realized is that now saying honorary doctorate institutions in Fiafia Biaba, your friend will say your doctor. DBS. Na Crawford the Akeka Comedy, who now know me who MP ba could be poster. Honorable Dr. So and so. And I'm a friend in constituency executive back on a me and say, hey, now MP obey a doctor that bay. Also a honorary. Now I'm saying now honorary no assassin our dear friend who was a doctor. Well, obedi di mu say ya na ebia wakonya position bi wa bem all converted no. Near the apem no. Magadi de make anot say what the doctor so din so na doctor no ye hwe wo CV ne so a won kire ba bia wunya doctor ne ye den e free ye. But I mean we take some of these things to be very normal in our society say titles ni ade no ye de without questioning baby a nipa no pedigree ni knowledge based acquisition kra no ewo in those areas I hear from say womo ye expert at the titles akesi atoto to omo so. I mean why? And it's a conscious conversation. I believe, says I said, you me having. But Makati, thank you. So why you wait there? I know no I hope so. Our list.
Listen.
I only list. I remember one list. Is it Richard Former told us the chief now? Expertise you win free area, bay. And Sunday at us when you wedding come.
So media make I don't even fault the media that much, but send you say University B, our friend Amanabe chair
University of Ghana
panel man. It tells us that universities are failing to profile people before they invite them for programs.
I mean how? Yes. How?
Because this is not the first
an academic institution.
Academic institution and research oriented institution gather intelligence and data on people, no. You need to profile
Kessben.
Chair and Appiah. But this is not the first time. Yet Krumah, a whole vice chancellor was awarded by by nobody, right? Someone claims to be a doctor from UN. A vice chancellor was say awarding the vice chancellor now a researcher no could not even gather people to profile Nippon Opesa or award and not even the awarding institution. And our Kwajesa awardee. So it tells you that your universities
and can have their settings. So settings.
No, but settings no crano. As a university person no crano, it tells you that a university no mobile problem. Like these days, you have become a problem than a solution, right? Because a research institution must always be a research institution. Say obi who invite you obi amanaba who ni profile. There na why there na achievement. And sometimes no, some areas be over. Many Makati between. I don't know the dissertation or thesis he wrote at the PhD level. Sometimes you can read a program, but even your thesis alone can make you a professional in another area.
Okay.
So
based on the research,
then you become a professional in that area. And you know, say base the research and the BBA no articles are throw actually or relating more to security in that aspect. No bit much say bia nipano analyst bigger cry and I think that media also should be very careful in expert and analyst, right? There be energy
clarify too, no.
So analyst no AOB ultimately a review
available data to
understand and then make certain projections and
out of it
pronouncements out of it
meaning
out of it. Okay. But expert no AOB professional training. Wow. And there be a professional student be na ne practice no different from principle. There be I tell Ghanaians that in Ghana most cases no principles and practice are not the same. Obetima ko professional say be our law school we Ghana bar but we don't even practice it.
Yeah.
And so if you don't practice it normally you cannot become an analyst because okura certificate no o really timi fi name be a chelo.
Exactly.
Right? So mostly I prefer say when we don't know people's background we use analysts.
Are you suggesting say obibetima ko Doctor of Business Administration. Na the thesis akoye security management.
So obetima related business to security. Right?
Yeah.
Obetima relating the thesis, minimum thesis or maybe you have to find out the thesis, but obetima related business management, strategic management to security. How business failure can lead to youth violence or something. How until obetima relating when that relation comes, no, based on the thesis, no, obey a bit analyst or professional expert in that area, because the thesis, no, the theories being in maybe by a related business to defense and security. I don't know his background though.
But they do even profound new theories. I mean, already existing theories in the data.
We are confirming the old theories.
Exactly. I mean, thesis baby, I actually organize.
No background, no.
Yeah.
Postgraduate diploma, UCC.
Yeah.
And then there's NIBS, Masters in Applied Research from Swiss Business School. Then there's postgraduate certificate from Coventry University. Then Doctor of Business Administration, that's DBA from Swiss Business School. Yeah, these are
so applied research, you know, Masters not applied research.
Nothing, topic. If you read me, I said there's nothing substantial as to name one except we
have many of them in the system though. The whole you have a lot of them in the system.
So charity begins at home. They say, oh, you're analyst and now you're expert.
Okay,
so I clarify and you're policy expert, right?
Analyst. So for example, no, my background.
Yes.
It has always been development studies, right? And development studies is an integrated program that encompasses everything. Economic development, environment development, security, international relations, international business. So Uko UDS are Wa campus, that is what you do. Like, right? Unfortunately for me, Mesan Bar, if anything, I may continue with development studies, right? Which still encompass economic development on all the other security development and other things. Then later, because economic department, economic policy management.
Economic policy management.
What made me choose topic related to energy.
Okay.
Because I was looking at fuel, international fuel prices, like international fuel price, exchange rate, and export prices locally. Right? So I wanted to deviate because who said my partner may fano AI energy. This is a part in the energy there. My thesis area within the economic policy, must look at energy, which is fuel.
Okay.
In that regard. Right? That is my dissertation in my second master's. So it makes me an energy analyst, especially within the petroleum downstream.
Okay.
Right? And we have also done a lot of readings and other contributions in the broader power space. And main fan is maybe a policy analyst in the energy space, not an expert. But just that all my readings and my research, are related to analysis, looking at the data, and that is why mostly I talk on data, not the engineering part of energy. I talk on data, because my background is research and data.
Interesting. Bagadi.
Speaker.
Yes. What do you do about?
We the
Juma with the engineer bay.
To Unyana with you are. No, Bisan.
And I'll be somewhere radio so and I don't take your offense.
Oh, no.
But we are there to a friendly.
Kessben. Until now, what true challenge? I think so. You know,
to respond. That is all.
Okay.
That's all.
That's my kind. And I was on dissertation here day.
Me journalism. Journalism. Remember dissertation grad media ethics when it comes to Solly. As to whether Solly has impact
on the
journalist, on the performance of the journalist. That was what I did. Yes, into being.
And you've stayed within your course.
Yeah, I've stayed. That is what I'm doing. Yes, and training. Tina made Solly me Tina made assignment because it's against my destiny.
So live one way to your name.
That's maybe Mayama, me now office to my now better me fine, but I will not demand me program and cocoon or Solly that be. So that is it.
Now cocoon was saying now.
Bizarre, you can't have it.
Is it granted? The almost yes.
Because the station be because the station.
Because the boss only has them today on your cause here started discussion.
Because the station be I make myself. Because the station be I make person come ko. And I'm say Charlie Binia. Mo family to so na make say na connect budget amame. Charlie. So na do better so dey Charlie if I say bro na say I'm say eh me am dey.
But you do baby am with your boss. But your boss because you ntio bokai. Bebre na ho omunyi aketu.
Richard Muti omoji 10,000 a month ntio ho kai. Omoji bro so.
Enya hasem na make am. The majority of the reporters ntio mokai. What you say?
And the other no man come wasem. The job was to me come wasem.
I want to me come wasem. And no dia dey. Want to me come wasem.
I dey buy to me ka.
Maybe there ba meka. Nti ya monka momo amena menka. Every day you ya meka. But that's 30 minutes after 8. Hi Kessben. I will go for that to that say. You be din komo. But before you be ban komo the end so do ma yenko na endra said yam rashibidwam ene ma ne call ye de yentie na yenhwe videos ne be emra. Mpacho join you live on Facebook. Na fa wadwenche ni nyina no ebra the argument between the minority and the majority and the declaration of 4 main seats in Ghana's parliament and Speaker Bagbin said ni nyina ye vacant no mayenti emra the press conferences I call so after the pronouncement by the speaker na yende ho enkomo Rich yenje.
However, I must emphasize that this ruling made by the previous speaker does not bind other speakers, including myself. It is important to point out that in the present matter before the House, the notice of poll is available at the Electoral Commission on all the 275 constituencies. I have duly taken note of the notice of the poll, and furthermore, no member in making comments to the statement made to the House by the minority leader denies these glaring and notorious facts. And so, what is my role in all this? Honorable members, it is important to point out that the Speaker is called upon by the standing orders of Parliament, particularly Order 18, to inform the House of the occurrence of a vacancy of the seat of a member under clause 1B to E, G, and H of Article 97 of the Constitution. Accordingly, I proceed to inform the House that by the notification of the polls, the following members of Parliament have by their actions vacated their seats in Parliament. The members are Honorable Peter Yao Kwache Aka, NDC MP for Amenfi Central in the Western Region, now referred to as an independent parliamentary candidate for the same constituency. 2, Honorable Andrew Amwako Asiama, independent member for Fomna constituency in Ashanti Region, now referred to as NPP parliamentary candidate for the constituency. 3, Honorable Kojo Asante, NPP MP for Suhum in the Eastern Region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. And finally, Honorable Cynthia Mamile Morrison, NPP MP for Agona West constituency in the Central Region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. These MPs cannot be allowed by law and my good self to continue to pretend to be representing people that they don't believe in and they don't have any loyalty for in this House any longer. The House is accordingly so informed.
Immediately are boycotting Parliament until this avoided service of the writ to do the bidding of the NDC is so clear but we believe in the law. We, as the majority caucus, immediately are boycotting Parliament until this matter is determined by the Supreme Court. The Speaker has no right to interpret the Constitution, and it is so clear that what he did was to give advantage to the NDC and do the bidding of the NDC. We are not going to go further to litigate. We have a process at the court. We'll follow it up. If the court makes a pronouncement, we'll respect the orders of the court. But because we believe that the issues we have raised are issues for interpretation. Thank you very much.
Of this parliament. But you see, finally we are here. We are here to do the business of the people of Ghana. We are here to begin the process to reset our country. Our country has gone through very difficult times. In fact, oftentimes the people of Ghana have blamed Parliament for not standing up for the people of Ghana. But obviously, you can't blame the NDC minority because we are not having a working majority. Today, we have the working majority. And we begin the process to reset our country. We want to use this opportunity to assure the people of Ghana that the NDC majority will stand for the people of Ghana any day, any time. We will begin the process to move to the majority side and elect a new second deputy speaker on Tuesday. We assure the people of Ghana that we will also take over majority of the committees of parliament. And we'll do the work in a way that will benefit the people of Ghana. We have gone through so much as a country, and this cannot continue. Thank the Speaker for standing with the people of Ghana, respecting the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, respecting precedent and the standing order of the people of Ghana, of the Parliament of Ghana. In all of this, we thank the people of Ghana by standing for standing with the people of Ghana. Thank you very much.
Kessben.
How many events cast their shadows? We have Parliament now, and now with the executive.
Kessben.
All right, Babina was 20 minutes after 8 now. The new patriotic party, NPP, party a waba must say, and draw utie the Honorable Afenyo Mark and the Futum Rashibidwania, wama indication say NPP for a warm Rashibidwem no ebe boycott and Rashibidwani Jumedia wamudi kosise Supreme Court ede anu ye eni nchechebu mapa ebe bano wamu be boycott Parliament, you know. But in the days coming, you behe dear ebesi eche. Mamema citizen ato dazi ache na mema wanonso akwaba General Secretary de the GCPP was a few one more eba power. Council Maakye lawyer.
Mr. Speaker, Bejodo, and I pay my minchio na muhuache nti.
Minchio na ufugu nefe pa.
Misensio. Na minchio munyo bed. The energy expert and the policy analyst.
I'm policy analyst.
I've always been an analyst.
You know, the conversation we're having was very interesting.
Very interesting, eh?
You know what? Ghana, you pay titles too much.
Too much.
I have never. The reason why I don't like it, when they do a flyer for them, they call back, do lawyer, professor, doctor. I mean, I've never liked that because you see, those that we are coming after, I never heard lawyer Chachu Chikata.
Mm-hmm.
We called him Chachu Chikata. I never heard lawyer Alan Chamanti, but we called him Alan Chamanti. Nana Akufo-Addo, Nana Todazi. But in them, Kofa Oyaba, Obi a law school need that keke.
Esquire.
Now, I mean, what is that? What is that? It's Yama Sofu, Sisi Sofu, Professor, Doctor, and what is this? That not story. What's it? Will be so called. I think one of Alan's guys, Sapon, also called be in the office with baby. Now, okay, son of man abo
two doctor. No call friend man doctor. Ni PA say, hey, entire able to you can do for doctor.
Doctor.
You know what? Expertise is not just a matter of you have gone to school for it. No. In other places, you are expert when you are continually
practicing.
Bringing out
ideas.
These papers. You are
academic
always
articles.
Yes.
Academic papers in the journals near the now publishing.
But Obi go school 1980, we were 1980, and also you're the 1 year expert. On for beautiful for you are still calling the person expert. I mean, and that is how come we do people in this country.
You dupe.
We've been duping them.
Into Obi
branding or any setting.
Obi or you more bank 6 months. A friend who was certified banker. Banking consultant. Sometimes we use these jargons to confuse people and obviously financial then strategists and whatever.
Analysts, strategists.
Financial
engineering.
What is that? Oh,
And there's a Makati one.
I think
Too much.
Oh yeah. So I think you see that is the issue. That is the issue. But because you see, some people are so good at there are lawyers who have there are people who have gone to court, won cases, but are not lawyers.
Okay.
Exactly.
In Ghana too.
Yeah.
Oh, in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, that's happened. Yeah.
There is this guy and I say watching. He has almost sneak cases on that call.
I think there's one Kenyan guy.
You understand?
Yeah.
But
he wasn't a lawyer. He was able to read the blue books and win cases.
Yes. So
but he has never been to a law school.
But also those days in Europe, for example, UK like this, there was apprenticeship. Right?
Exactly.
In some of these inns, Akufo to say Oko in. This gentleman, Ivor Greenstreet is an in lawyer, and they went through to become lawyers through apprenticeship. But I think that Ghana, you use inns, just say what professional exams and other exams and so on.
So the point is that, we need to start taking some of these things very seriously.
We need to question some of them. Yeah.
Because even when it comes to unexplained wealth, nobody asks you questions, nobody does anything. Money and people are taking advantage of people are not watching. Doctors are what your operations, what perform CS Naza, they've never been doctors.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's we are
got you coffee juma bana ya bebo ano bana ye juma do so nim say had you so man ya so
na juma na odi aba na so na juma no so de juma bebre
ma remember so na been share command as in feel so ma mean till for 10 minutes on the issues of declaring 4 seats in parliament vacant, argument about article 97 clause 1 G and H, interpretation issues say what Supreme Court to say na yen trust in income.
Speaker Medase.
Kessben.
Much citizen. Any Benjamin Sia or say open the Murphy studio.
Oh, go ahead. Better go baby in there.
Ubeja bibi as the wakwana.
Oh, so you be
Speaker.
Yes.
Yeah, a C parliament, for me, a medicine after death. Not me expect this deal we on the 7th of January 2021 and Ankasa do a CC. Young Kanu Krenti, and a young to me anye. And a ne a man for Muso Munimara, a trotro. Ediba, hypocrisy. You see, the elite rule. See, a tio, my mona, man for foremost, or mono money at your mona, away influence, or money wistica, no mechanics, you dim. Any dear besine. Riga, the first point, and it's a 137, a hang parliament.
Yes.
Mewa. Sabagin we, etnaye. Eko kwa ono an term Edi bio so a minority group, majority group. Okay. And that there was no majority caucus. That was the terms I would divide were introduced to here. Alien terms. We allowed it. Figure for me not MP. About Parliament as an independent MP. Per the article as Bagbin Jina so and Ra. Say when you are elected independent, now cross so carpet. Uko join another political party. You deem to have vacated your seat. Never and then run it. But Bagbin grossed over it.
But I say Esiama officially wrote say he would be, when it comes to the conduct of business, he will be working with the NPP.
You see, it is not parliamentary. It is not law.
Exactly.
The law is clear.
I've always have this in
business now. You know parliament and you ton kuku. Our parliament. Parliament is not selling a goosey. Now what catch me so? Say you do a goosey ton there. I am independent candidate. But a do Bible GDR, make a NPP home. No. Parliamentary business, and no parliament or you are elected to go and perform parliamentary business in parliament. And the idea and person who conceiving who move out or any MP, you've crossed carpet.
That is the starting point.
That is it. And he should have been cleared. Declared that seat vacant. But for convenience sake, to the extent to say, Omama na be second deputy speaker. Now you understanding why I kept calling parliament as a crime scene. Someone to say,
Mitchell.
And my man for both say that the speaker has not finished doing his job. Many will say, Ebenezer Kojokum.
Yeah. Or you're ineffective.
For how long? Incapacitated. His inability to perform his functions as a member of parliament.
Yeah.
For years. Now, Majano, he's still working as NPR or draw salary on the Ghanaian scanty resources. Frimpong. Maybe Frimpong, or they say, let me look for his correct name. Frimpong, or parliament.
Or Hinfa.
He's sick, he's bedridden. Is it not the same reason that MPP?
Yeah, and that comes up with
David Asante. No. If you are replacing a member of parliament, and when the constituency why must his name exist in parliament? Now, for me, my kind constitution, layly, as a layman, I knew say Speaker around Michael Kwame, professor and pastor. He was wrong yesterday. That ruling is wrong today. Do you get it? Because not it was future elections, future intentions, a declaration of intentions. The allegiance still stands. Do you get it? At the time, now for me now MP and you say Siama, NPP three guys say they don't want him as part of them because our co-independent into a move your mudi. That decision was political. See, Professor Makokwe ruling, it was political. What I say, Professor Makokwe, I mean, my kind of book, Politics in Ghana, from IBC 1992 to 2000. Now, I was shocked. See, that ruling, but I'm not surprised.
But before Makokwe cried, I say BSCO.
In that same
effect. So I don't blame Makokwe.
No.
I mean,
which ones?
Oh, in 2003, check it, Google. Kofi Asante.
Yes.
Said he has moved from the NDC as a sitting member of parliament and is joining the NPP.
That is cross-carpeting.
Exactly.
That is different. While he is in parliament and what cross. What I say? Where there my parliament, and also in future, I will not be part of these people. And you know, the who filing nomination now, we are filing nomination for a parliamentary session beginning 2025. Do you get it?
But what about the contest? Now, in law, they say we have the express provisions, we have the implied ones, okay, by conduct and by deeds.
Yes.
So, for instance, the NPP's constitution will tell you, say, as a political party, the moment party echo into any general election.
Yes.
Now, party they be file a candidate, okay, in a specific constituency.
Yes.
Now, on the other side, we a party, but we yes, we be contested in that same election with the party's chosen candidate. Automatically, you forfeit your membership. Now, the question is that once somebody forfeits his membership of a political party, for the political party's flags are original so by parliament, okay? Do we still say, sir, by deeds and by implied position of your conduct, you must still remain in the chamber as a member of parliament? Now, of course,
to that extent, no, because the party should officially activate on the constitution. Let me give you an example. Why I say a party should have officially activated the constitution or invoking the constitutional provision.
Yes, but the party's constitution is a subsidiary of the national constitution.
I agree, but then the party must take action. Why? In the case of Famina MP, independent, Tema yes or con MPP na Troy to the speaker to declare his seat vacant. When you come to Afafanto, Alan Chamantin, a move away, breaking away.
Kessben.
Hobson Adoye was officially written to say Yajina for MPP because or your campaign another flag bearer. Do you get it? So in this case, I expect the party to have written.
Yes, but so what has changed in the context of the law is the law. But what has changed in the context of a Siama in November 2020 and that of Cynthia Mamle Morrison in 2024? Siama was in parliament and said, in the coming election, he wanted to contest as an independent candidate. Yet there no established a premier face against him. Okay? Now, why is that differently? Why has the NPP as a party not written again in the case of Kwadwo Asante and Cynthia Morrison?
Because the numbers do not favor them.
Exactly. So, politics.
That's what I'm saying.
But we are not talking about politics here. We are talking about what the law says.
And that is will say, Professor, Pastor, Speaker Aaron Okwe, then allow politics to cloud his judgment. Because you should have declined that invitation to what do you call it? To push that illegality.
No, because in illegality, I want to draw your attention. Yes. Constitution that when especially the H. Kind H, 97H, clause 1H, explicit. The NPP party, provisions, goes, direct with what the provision of the Constitution requires.
Ending.
So 97(1)G. If he leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his election to parliament.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Good. Now the question is that when you decide, say, me ba parliament, will NDC demo, but may call into the next election, may call as an independent, automatically you are saying, say, we're free party them.
Correct.
Okay, but now Gene say, if he leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his election to parliament to join another party or seeks to remain in parliament as an independent member, okay? Or H, if he was elected a member of parliament as an independent candidate and joins a political party. I don't think this is unambiguous. It is very, very clear and ambiguous. I mean, these provisions are very clear in my mind.
Okay, young Koso. Like you said, I don't doubt the clarity of it.
Yes.
But then I am saying I was looking at timing of the intent and the purpose. Yeah, it basically I think my kind Professor Kokwazan. Not or no say those things as Kokwazan or Professor Jampo. One of these two. No more so the intent of
provision. Yes.
It was for allegiance. What I say? So you won't me
in the session.
In the session. That was the essence. Because I'm referencing previously some people, including Dr. Bamia's father, who at the time cross-carpeted and what have you. And for that matter, fine. If that is the idea, this is when no can, yes. So it was for allegiance per time in Parliament. But for me, there is precedence. And Monamoye lawyer waha lawyering students to do you can help us to understand when it comes to precedence and the law. Do you get it? It's a Bagbin rely on precedence
and the law
to take this decision.
Precedent and the law and the same provision
to take this decision. After marking say on TSA now wako Supreme Court. I say even before Bagbin will take the decision now so what did can go Supreme Court to clear that. So I was wondering, could they have gone to Supreme Court when there was nothing?
Exactly my point, because I equally have a problem. But
could they have gone to court?
Wrap it up na memra
against it abra. There was nothing that has been done wrong towards it, and now you went for interpretation. But there is a burden on the Supreme Court. All eyes across the world is watching her ladyship, Justice Esaba Eraba Saki Tokonu. Say, obe jump cases say that honor. Now I bet decide the way, and now she would hurriedly dispose all those cases before her and send our bawiso, because every case Supreme Court is as important as any other case.
Okay.
The moment my men no best shifty abe dealing with this case, the media man for okay. So your women organizer.
Pacho.
Kessben.
Oh, your Chief Justice. Thank you, Maakye. 40 minutes after 8. Appiah Kessben. Yes. Mame Brown so that.
Some way there. Lawyers and some Timmy Nyabi nka any Maakye pocket lawyer and as a layman lawyer one sem. But I think I want an education. In 2007 or so, Seni Tamale Central. That why you saying Tamale Central. Also Okase Ofi NDC. Ako independent. I think we declared his seat
vacant. Yeah.
And now elections. I remember
it happened. Yeah,
it happened. So. Precedence that for me now but you see Krumha made the mahuni say we joke a lot the diagro and your politics ni afana goodie and because of say afana goodie and you be anke was say serious no you find serious and especially leadership under Afenyo Markins no and
the best as majority
only another pray I think they are too bossy to engage.
Yeah.
Right? They are too bossy to engage their opponents. And they don't build consensus.
Yeah.
Because okay, the Ekoya, aka 3 months, right? Aka 3 months, no.
And 3 months. It's just
2 months or so.
50 days.
50 days versus 1.5 or so months. Harun Edrusu, Emma pronouncement earlier.
Yes. Esignai.
Say na Yekoye. As a leader, anka o pese o build the consensus. One month and some days na Canada. O sanka o rush to Haruna no. Ene atomo. Ene mo ko kasa say minia. Die ekoi ye nyina enim die wom. And the mobile no ebe create a lot of distraction in terms of government business and even parliamentary business.
Yeah. Now they have to reconstitute all the committees.
Everything. And more crowd no need time. Because who hear parliament no all sign campaign nti mumma ye hu kwan paso a ye nyina no ye betima jojo ama de no akona ye free ho the last 1.5 agai but because they felt bossy they think they are good lawyers than other lawyers munya omo hwinsi and yesterday if you look at the posture of Maakye,
yeah,
like I said challenge even speaker no person say ma unim hwe but unim hwe no Bagbin became a lawyer before you. I'm not saying say be a lawyer before you and just only my sen, but Bagbin became a lawyer before you. Bagbin became a member of parliament before you.
A very long time.
A long-term member of parliament before you. So, and even in terms of age, Bagbin a Nichen.
And he's the fundamental, part of the fundamentals of the constitution.
Of the constitution.
He was part of the
justice. So, say a big crana or posture no kratos him no show some kind of respect, even though we are parliamentarians. No, Babia, ye buade na panyini wo ho a nka mani ni panyin fie no emma opposed no very minimal, but look at the way he was too bossy, Mr. Speaker, blah, blah, no, or challenging, no. And the guy has already made his pronouncement or making a ruling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
so Appiah,
and it will take effect.
Yes. And so Appiah and another pray.
Yeah.
Right. Their bossy nature, no, in Parliament, no,
it's not helping.
Deviates totally from what we saw in Chairman's and Co. Right. Chairman's, even though sometimes over you soon a bro focus here, whims and caprices and blah blah, no, at the background will be engaging.
And he doesn't talk plenty to the media.
Yes, he doesn't talk. He limits himself. Yeah. Wow. Or limiting home. Now the amount now say youthful experience so say power consumption or say they oh you who throw tantrums and they say what lose who whether you are going to Supreme Court say the McCarthy can say Basa Supreme Court no Ephraim case in the first which means bias now for air can say Supreme Court near bias towards mono and also crown bema some image intention. Negative image intention about Supreme Court. Nti ono say also a very
na mene lawyer ba ko din komo.
Yeah.
I don't catch him say Kwame. Assembly agriculture there were two things.
Yeah.
Our court in consider. There were the legalities of the entire issue alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay? And there were the politics of it. You can be able to win the legalities in the courtroom, but the politics of it you can never win
it.
The politics of it then is saying the political temperature, the perception of the people towards the court. In considering certain cases. And that is where we are now. And the judges themselves are very much aware of these two, dynamics.
So even they are in a state of conflict.
Exactly.
And Appiah Maakye no push it come on.
Exactly.
So this is what omu nim di omu yen choose legality na say choose politics.
The politics of it.
So one the Appiah Maakye akokoso. So I think that in the next this one they've lost and omudi anim go second sense wa bro president the executive for the first time in our history no minority and as a opposition party
Appiah
majority under Nanado as the president.
He will not be happy. I'm not sure.
He's not happy. Not that he will not be happy. He's not happy. And if things are going to go like this, Minya, just imagine how Nanado will be able to pass his budget. 2024 budget, 2025 budget,
which that is in November.
He send your best pass, no.
And I'm right? The lithium deals near the
contracts. Apart from lithium contracts, there's this LIB mining in the forest. LIB,
yes.
A lot of LIs in the.
As I'm revoking.
462.
Yes, right. So the eco munuminia. Omagu nana do animase. Like they've let the let the executive down seriously because he thinks he's a boss in parliament. But we are boss, you know. I think even Haruna came to parliament before Appiah Maakye.
Exactly.
Even though you could be the same age, you know, Haruna came to parliament before you. So you need to learn, right? I don't know about that.
How came 2004?
Yeah, 2004. I think also by 2008 or so.
2012. I think by 2012.
Right. So you see, and Kubi have never come answer Mama sorry. And the Appiah Kubi.
Yeah.
I think always he's at the other side.
No, but he is spot on. He's also a lawyer. He's very
objective. I know, but always, you know,
he's very objective. What it is, it wasn't.
Okay. So being reasonable, he also tells us that even Appiah is not even consulting his inner caucus well. He doesn't, okay, the right way, he doesn't even consult his inner caucus. So how can you be a leader and you don't even consult your own people? And think how consult senior colleagues there, Krana, they would have shown you how to do it.
And the Appiah Kubi is also a lawyer.
Yes, and a senior colleague too. And also about parliament in Yende. Have you even heard of these days? I don't even hear of Joe Wise and then if anything, Chairman.
No.
Haruna, ye benchy Haruna didn't quite Emma to be dear him. But I hear Haruna every day speaking, supporting Ato. Why is Joe Wise and Chairman are not supporting Appiah? They are not supporting him because he doesn't consult them and he's too bossy. And I think that will not help them. Budget ebe passy any other law say by I will say NPP parliamentarians omuyi sa lifestyle of arrogant lifestyle and bossy lifestyle no and calm down. Yes, I mean I'm here 2025 budget yan pass.
I see.
Yan pass so wona ebe how. Yan pass so o last quarter year o person ka inflation ba down yi eno ase cedi ni be ko say ba yo na how. And I said, Basa, na president Namu. Already, this president, in terms of economic indicators, is one of the worst presidents in the Fourth Republic. Economic indicator, be amphibano. Nasa Musa Tanahona, Mukoyam, who was Bium Namu, the Supreme Court. And the saddest part is that we are not going to attend Parliament. Who is going to lose? You have bills to pass. You have governance to make. So if you don't go to Parliament, you think the NDC, they care? They don't care. Ombako Tanaka said, Muna Mama. Right?
More loans are approved.
More approved in terms of after budget appropriation. Muna mobeye. This is okase on kwa. And also muso Fabra 1 5 my idea to Ghana for Munama. So I think that Omuko fi no bi anra na popo gulibuli na che kakra temper no osoro but ne ade achia omada ma ade achia no ema mu ajo kakra no they should calm down and look at the best way I bet so man no mo da you right biana they have some laptops no
we majority leader they are sitting in the same parliament. They say oba be minority one can be there
no cry anim guasie
papa I agree with you
and I blame the people of Winneba
Kessben
for count because how can you give us this parliamentarian want to consult how did he even win in Winneba right we dem be see abi atobe to aso
but as Benny here cancel
hey na pay na mwenyam da mi
yenya wo kwa best OMP who has them near K.
Efutunyi metaha.
To be very sincere with you. Council, to be very sincere with you. Sir, my production team never catch you, and there are video evidence to that effect. I was one of the people advocating say Chairman Sabunsu Newa, Afenyo Markin should be the next majority leader. But I'm highly disappointed. Few months down the line, I can say Juman won't mean yet. It was just a mere show off. And then depicting to the entire nation, said Juman will bet me. The composer and majority leader, that is not what Afenyo Markin is giving us. And sincerely, Maakye Richard said, I'm disappointed. Because it seems to me, he runs to the media instead of rather doing his internal works and building consensus and making sure, you're no majority leader in the government, no penal. I mean, he's able to achieve it. He's always the first to run to the media to come and complain to us, leaving the job he's supposed to do as a leader behind. That is what I feel, and that is what I've seen. You can count the number of press conferences. Fenyo Markin Parliament, obey a leader, why? Vis-a-vis how, regular Chairman Sabunsu was even talking to the media. So, I just don't know. Anyway,
Kessben.
Just last week, in fact, I think it was this Monday or last week Monday, one of it. In the Friday, Monday, baby. The video is even on TikTok. The Miko Winneba last weekend. And Yama Miko T was in Panayamede. All involving the majority leader and MP for F2. Mr. Speaker, apart from one, I've taken you to Winneba before.
Yes.
And I've shown you things that Appiah has done in Winneba.
Exactly.
Appiah, why you Juma? Appiah, boy, Bebunu simpa. Often with Jumum Naze. Why you Juma? Nesu, Yaman could think it be or it will bring him down or at the power in Inano or Ma Unyano Mfasuzi. Because those things also bring his dignity and name down. And sometimes I am for day transition. Look at this video Makati was talking about.
Yes, the abono me who video.
Uncle for come. Na make the winning basis uncle for them kokonsafo. They are full-time kokonsa entrepreneurs. And I can
yes.
Kokonsapreneurs. Kokonsapreneurs. Some people in Winneba are kokonsapreneurs. Well, what's in now? What I send the honorable. So if the least mistake, they record you to send to honorable. That is their work, and it's because he is also rewarding them. It's in kofu fido ye juma pa waja to one do the way.
Say Machiavellian tactics.
Indeed, a least mistake.
Divide and rule.
What the obeko. You see, I find you be he works hard to achieve whatever he wants. Bibi Oshishebiano, he's a go-getter. Or this scenario that he wants to get it done. And sometimes, Obibi Akita them temperament, it has its pros and cons.
Okay.
Especially when you find yourself in a parliament or you're almost a pan. You don't use the same style. You adopt the father for all style. You adopt Obia Kumobia into Obiana Samo Winche. It is say if you need to press a button to get something done, you can press it. The speaker Inti today I was high. Ebia Makati na Samba, I'm in the media chimukuman. Our Samba Mizia Chimukumoa. Say Makati Kwe Bibi, number the man to mobete because on him that same be Baman and Mokwaman.
Yeah.
But you don't take a divide and rule tactics to such a parliament. Even in the majority caucus, the then majority caucus, there comes in there. And it won't need ugly head rolling when there was going to be that change. Just before the announcement, members of parliament came out to say there, when you're the world leader, on your search means a bonus.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that in itself should have told you a lot. Honorable Appiah marking, things have worked against him several times. Them ADB should be now what call a secret recording of him. No, it was because it came out of parliament. It was a parliamentary plot. You understand? He himself should have known there, Massa. I have force. They will be willing to take advantage of anything. You play a roller. Sebi obi ani se wenum. Nehu ekwana ade won bafado. Could this have been better handled? Yes.
In which manner?
When he heard the noise,
Kessben,
the best thing he should have done, I don't know whether he did it. Now say my last week, what kind of a minority leader or to force in some if you work with organize a program. I think you organize a program just beside them. And why you win by so after that this is a program. When I know Oko Winiban, Oko market,
which was not right.
Appiah also organized something and I will train attention. You understand?
Because I know that to even foster peace, I mean, all Shishao calendar now who say it be a running mate and a presidential candidate be about constituency, yours must wait. And in other constituencies, they've done it. For instance, I know of, few words. About 2 weeks ago, the party was going to do, NDC was going to do a walk, over the weekend. And within that same weekend, there was communication, said Dr. Bawumia was going there. And the NDC respected the presence of Dr. Bawumia as a candidate and as a vice president. And they went a further step by postponing their own event no more advertising previously and sana Dr. Baumia communication ever. So I mean, clearly, why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
Just to create confusion.
Yeah.
Kessben.
In fact, there was a health work. Also, there was a clash because NDC Akwaji war permit long time with the police. On the moment I transfer the police commander. You understand? So that make the need my power. Sometimes you shouldn't let some of these things in June. But you see, the temperament with which he spoke yesterday, no, I understand him. As for yesterday, Mitanasi, because obey a majority leader, it's just about 8 months. February, and obey a majority leader. February, only 1 year. Wait to Nasi. Obviously, you are a leader of an army, and your position is being changed. Charlie will be on your back no. So yesterday, the me there, I mean, ne temperament or ordinance, you know, when the yamari ya fanasi, and he has to forcefully make his point, an argument. But you see, Mami Beka in there. They be a mekada in the embre yendin kaso. Mr. Speaker, embre yendin kaso. They be a mekada former President Mahama.
Yeah.
Went to work as a vice president.
And the next moment
as a president. Honorable Oseche Mensah-Bonsu once went to work as a majority leader. Oko fear back as a backbencher. Nanda, Honorable Appiah not a majority leader.
Yeah.
But he went home as what? Minority leader. It is up to them to have their caucus meetings, their political leadership meetings. Now one strategize as to the next steps. I mean, on your situation, I don't be able to say because we are talking about precedents. Ochino, obotunga tobi. It can happen to another party.
Exactly.
So, all of us should just take lessons.
Yes, but
now let's come to the substance of the
matter. Exactly.
Matter in terms
you are a lawyer.
Makati na kan sembia owie na hu na nasa ma wa kan we twabon.
My law is interesting.
You see? It is, you see, Nyachum, no way. Nyachuma, inka by now, NDC would have written to Parliament about their member of Parliament who is going independent.
Which one?
Amenfi Central.
Oh, but he was inclusive.
What I'm saying is that
they should have written.
The party
should have written.
Would have written.
Yes.
If Nyachuma,
yes,
Nyachuma, inka MPP would have written to Parliament
exactly
about Suhum, about Aguna West. By Nyachuma, when it suits you, you don't want to follow law. And if we have parliamentarians, or there's a wash and Brahma here. Now they want to be lawless themselves, then it's dangerous for us. Another thing is that, I mean, for me, going to Supreme Court is in order. It is in order because you see, apart from the Fomena case, which is black and white. I mean, is without no ambiguity. Because Oko as independent, since our switch camp, I could join a political party. It's clear. The rest, the thing is that there should be something to trigger it. Then American party one choice. What he ruled also is based on the law because Sebi. It's about a kind of the word allegiance.
Yeah.
Obia Ewa NDC. As he says, you independent. Are you being loyal to the party?
Yeah.
So that in itself is grounds.
It's grounds
for your removal. The other thing is intent. The intent. Intent is very key. Yes, intent 170.
The menswear.
This one, you have intention, and you've not just declared the intention.
You've acted.
And you've acted that the notice of pull is out.
Express.
So what other evidence
Remember, do you need?
Notice of police out there. Ochinamokum. Samunkum. Ochina Sumbe. But my dream I made us meeting me in the Ochinamukum. Mention Ochina Kumanzana. That intent itself has been declared. I've said it. It is there for everybody to see. That in itself is enough grounds for your removal. Inti onyo bina we kumobi. So onyo bina kumentwi na. This one, they themselves brought it upon themselves, and they should have known that this was going to happen. That is why when they yet know you have to be looking at it. There are so many things that see all Kodo or Parliament. McCarthy made mention of some of them. It is just going like that. But okay.
But I say 3 minutes after that, I had Kessben 92.9. Maybe Charles McCarthy so na yatu ankomodiene so EDFL. But my main first that be my Bayport savings and loans. I don't pay Bayport for other Roma. But one more for fixed deposit investment. Ede aba. Say yeah, say no Bayport say okita 5,000 Ghana cedis. Second name obetime ede ababe ye fixed deposit na wo be account no ede ama wo no betina se ede nkomo ayen hyehyeye na afi wosika no wo de aye adwuma na wo tua commission e wo ho pacho we ene kwan a obefa so a osika no ebe wo mo ede ama anopei se utie me na wani je ho se oni Bayport ebe ye adwuma bobo a pacho oni wo mo eni enkomo branch bi a woni mo my Ghana mu bia no anopei obetimi akọ eno achi no se wo won kran ha ene ne mpate mu abeko kokomlemle ATTC school no enchen ho ape na woni Bayport savings and loans for aye juma abomo from numbers 0245 153283 0245 153283 and after 0263 007 922 na woni aye Bayport savings and loans any enkomo anopay na Wamubejo sopa. Na memfaso dani bi Emma Mascon Estate Ghana Limited. Mascon for Eton Sase Papa and they opa sase edia yo project no say a year private and a wo development na wo ye and ni nyina no Mascon Estate Ghana Limited for will be a wo matna ye mpacho womun sase de mansutwe bia ne ho langa sesembia no ene ho anopei ko na kogya sase ne bi. Full plot near 70 by 100 and no 15,000 Ghana cedis. Womu tramawa, womu amount the opportunity say ubetua 3,000 cedis at the atuas here. Na afe 12,000 aka no womu amount a whole 1 year. 12 months na with the chichi ni no and kakrakra. Half plot no 100 by 35 and no 9,000 cedis. To 3,000 na yama bosomi nsia na fetu ya 6,000 aka ni nyina no enkakra adopay oni omoni nkomo womo be Central University no ana afi womo ben Seglemi affordable housing project no opomo office chiakwaya womo Spintex Road ne so community 18 junction womo ne Allied filling station no ana edinhwe ne mo anopay for womo on 0553 840646 0553 840646 and after 0553 838730 na wone Mascon Estate for any na memfase dani bi Emma AA Sadiq Herbal Center for na AA Sadiq Adaruma womo akofa Flexon 600 Herbal Mixture no ediaba wa ene waposo ayana eteto the friend stiffness no ayana wo experience bia adopay wodro eye Flexon 600 as I say wononum bi ebeyi ni nyina no ede free ho eboa etriti eye infections anti sexual weakness infections bia nso abetina so bia as I say oyisu Flexon 600 and which one more the elephant herbal mixture no aba eno no eye quick remedy ede ma ukoko ana afin so wa wo didi a ya na oboso eta hyehyew no ni nyina no ononom eye elephant herbal mixture etu ase de ma wa wo yam watima sebe wontumi enya wo nan no constipation hawa anopay elephant herbal mixture ne bebo Sadiq herbal powder ana afin so ni nua elephant ointment but elephant ointment waposo baby ya oya aya na wo nan so peja na ehunhu no aya na wote se wachibre mo no eya oya anasa sasabro ana abesu so ni edia ba se wo kuma se ya obekọ Colinac herbal Misty herbal Appiah Herbal ana afei nso Freddie Mens ewo KO Mama Becky wɔn nyinaa no eto bi tema obekɔ Little George Pharmacy Ashaman Ecos Pharmacy ana obekɔ Nkoko obekɔ Hillside Pharmacy na watimi enya bi ato ewo hɔ sɛ open dodo mu atu a obekɔ eye Okanshi Drugland and cry ha Kobedia Enterprise Kingswalk Herbal ana afei Repast Ventures ni nyinaa benya bi ato Tinated Herbal enso eto bi anopen sɛ ope baabi a yɛwɔ a yɛwɔ Mori Junction yɛbɛn Tobut no ɛwɔ the Central Region frɛ yɛn on 0244 153 511 0244 153 511 and after 0557 997797 0557 997797 na one AA Sadik for any enkomo anope na womo ebeje woso ye pa womo adaroma na wonso wonsa entime enkabi Maria Charles McCarthy so na maintain chazi mamintio on this na quick one on the disqualification of Amenfi Central parliamentary candidate of the NDC and afe Bernard Mona de nso ewo court o de nso beka ho na mintio na yenko.
Speaker,
yes,
as a
Kessben
electoral commission o masha dan no moma yedwuma so yenye as a debia they want say they will be in the news not for the good reasons but for the bad reason, sometimes avoidable, sometimes very needless. But I don't know. Say I drove no more could you. See, you call my son with radio subibra, no music about minim. Figure.
Miss
Omokofa bayi. Every
I'm some the brand here, Juma.
Emrabe no mudi ejuma. Figure.
Yes.
And I think April or somewhere May. And NDC for Koya elections in Amenfi. Across the country. And now Joanna Kuju, or BT incumbent MP no. Kwachiaka and 5 other men, strong men. Until no more 6. And no BT o munyina. And we need upon all the machinations that we hear, you couldn't beat the lady. Oh, consensus executive, when I will let you on crom for.
Yeah, branch executive in I on crom for. Yes, still
you lost to the lady, and yes, losing set 3 votes, 4 votes, 5 votes. Now, one I hope to say, ubet me overturning. It was a landslide victory for the lady. Constituents were suspended
chairman,
women organizer, and a few others just because of you. So what I say,
yeah.
And now party no ATM petition, mudi asamana court, and the mudi court na party no quickly. Almost akoye election in 2024, somewhere September. Election you filed to contest for the rerun.
Yeah.
One who say Ubelusuno, and I'll pull it out. Do you get it?
Yes.
Because that was what you were requesting the court to do.
Yeah.
That there should be a rerun and that the first process was not properly done. The party acceded to you. And Maakye said and now you decided not to contest, not to partake in it. And now we don't know more claim me lady. No. So for me, where I sit, and I think that first case, that first election, upon which Kwachiaka court action has been rendered invalid. You get it? Null and void. Because that very election is no more applicable, it's no more existent. Anything about that election, no. With the new election, no,
the acclamation.
Yes, I invalidated the first one. The sanity there is no injunction pending. Do you get it?
Yeah.
On the lady. Way and your common sense. And the sad aspect is that is a party to the case. Electoral Commission is a party to the case. So they sue Joanna Kujo first respondent, still the Electoral Commission as second respondent. You are party. And they would have expected before Moody's press statement to be to jump, assuming with that admitting, so your more kind, so the attention has been drawn to. So what attention has been drawn to have you done any background?
Kessben.
Have you conducted a find out whether the status of the case before you take a decision to embarrass yourself this way? You see, as a they are fueling the perception, say they have ulterior motive other than referees or more players. They are either strikers or more playmakers. So as they distribute the balls, pass it for people to score. That's what they are doing. And yes, I maintain as a speaker, I don't get it. So at this time, Omobe and Omope more fair. Then you need to the Electoral Commission is being fair. There was a freshest case in town. Mewa. Morris. It was also in a court of a competent jurisdiction. Injuncting, restricting her from holding herself as a member of parliament, as a parliamentary candidate. Why didn't the Electoral Commission include that in their press statement?
Okay.
I don't know, man, Fenanka.
Maybe.
When they are party to the case, have they not been served?
Yeah, because Andra Eduji Chamakulomo so I injuncted easy, from going ahead to printing of ballot papers, any notice of poll, in that constituency, which is Memphis Central. So now it's a major setback for the EC as well.
The EC went to court with Bernard Monas and Mauken, and the court directs suspend the printing of the ballot papers, advice cause no advice court direct court who could advice
Kessben.
and I'm more pebble for more massage.
The court only advised the lawyers of the
You see, some ratio dissident any orbital Munyas I don't know. You see, it's about ratio the orbital now. What do you call the judge? Or the judge need catch also. At least do the right thing. Moon train 19th for today. It's the 20th, the 21st. And omudi 21st. Omudi ruling ever. Now Electoral Commission was sending messages to political parties. They said on the 19th they are beginning printing of the ballot papers. Is that not disrespect?
And to court to do ruling we are on bed.
That is the problem. Why can't you just wait? 19th ni 21st there. Speaker, Kwame ne wo mu a untimi ntwen. You see, and general the governments and the commissioners in there. I think say omo ne pe. And I Ghana for do money mutu from. I don't know what they stand to get. I don't know what they are benefiting from this name calling. The BRB radio and Electoral Commissioner, yes, yo, na James, yes, so is that what makes them happy? And no more money, Gianna. And who they your advice? Let me borrow now. Lawyer, Kaya. Train so 21st year Monday year Medibetum was it there be 19th year China. Oh, chef printing and say where are you rushing to? Oh, Kwahi. It's good. It is not good for the image of the commission itself. And for me, image is everything. Your integrity is everything. Elections, your organized elections, no they are okay with it. And your composure, and your image, and how the people perceive you. And they are not working at it. And I don't know, maybe I almost strategy, no. But this strategy is a whack one. Bad. And more. What do you stand to get?
Then they were cancer held.
No, they're not being up to me. I don't get it. There's a way a strategy your phone. Kotobe strategy. Strategy be now be ya the beer no pabia Monday to Friday.
Your body.
Your body electric. And your more this year more abaso. And yes, why you be a magana for near you. decision about or tell no what you sign, no what you say, what they say you what doctor, lawyer, now you come when you now boom, now still you people cannot think. And until I made me feel say they are actors on the field. The reproduction, no, it's in change. And no more directing.
Kessben.
That is how I am beginning to feel. Say Commission way is acting to a script. They are not on their own. They are not. You can't say faha, no faha. Kind way, no wa kind. Ye way, no wa ye. That is it. I don't think says never more ye be no your madrin. And I'm disappointed. So by building will carry out. I will do this stage and check. Some of you will retire properly, whether voluntarily or compulsorily. You will go. How would people remember you? Legacy Ben and Albeja Majima. Okoba Farijan D. Everybody is now crediting Afarijan. What will you leave behind? Jane Adukwe Mensah, Dr. Postman Asari. As for Tetedie, after the Martin in Tia, Omai Stribo Kwekwa Fihono. But can't you see the job today is doing?
Get tired, eh?
I say, Sabi, rubbish should be a few commission will be at the Tensan and Shazzy. Any rubbish from the electoral commission, Tete is the one signing.
Director for Electoral Services.
Engineer is it wrong? Is it not an indictment on who credibility say ultimately notice of who invited political parties to submit names of their agents? Which will letter on the 9th. On the 10th, you want them to be there. You are going to train them. On the 11th, now you are not going to do the two at the same time. Meanwhile, notice of poll and ballot papers. In any case, who could print notice of poll? Speaker, do you need a watch mine?
Kessben.
What committee am on to a move?
All right, that's it. 20 minutes after that. That's Maakye, and I would say in Kano Council. Babinchio, on the happenings of the AC. Someone called IPAC and say Monday, right?
It was Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. Babinchio.
In fact, this, I think it was Wednesday, the letter to the effect of the NDC member of parliament for Amenfi Central were disqualified.
And the letter was dated 10th October.
Yeah. Ntina may wonder the why now.
That means letter you try to order that.
Until Ben then what about now? Neither be no oka member of parliament in answer. Mr. Speaker, electoral commission need processes. One more die by filing of nomination.
Yeah.
After the period of filing of nomination, the electoral commission get back to you there. You have qualified or not. Inti only thing about Monam the war court because they have been disqualified. For time I've been at Monam worker when they've been disqualified. Next time and now this woman has been notified that she's been disqualified. Is it fair? And what is the grounds of disqualification?
As stated by law.
Yes. Per emo electoral commissioner, your grounds of disqualification is probably there. One, I don't meet the criteria of being a member of parliament. I'm not a Ghanaian. I'm not of sound mind.
Kessben.
I've not been convicted of any crime. And I'm feeling me from ZA. So, in this case, what are the grounds? And you see, in terms of, is it only when it comes to the NDC, electoral commission, or be apply any rules? Because you see, when NDC was about to have their presidential primaries, no, so what kind of, because there is a case pending in court, until they won't
you
even
can go ahead. Yeah, I remember.
But meanwhile, when NPP was doing this, there were a lot of court cases, but they went ahead. And then answer a Korea okay was where what you just kind of cry.
Yeah, a Lariba constituency.
Exactly.
It was in court, but
didn't they go ahead? So you see, sometimes one can say mama won ye ma nkrofu the conspiracy theories on no. In any case, this issue you are a party to it in court. I don't know or bring it to your attention. Because even if I'm more lawyers and I will bring it to your attention, it's part of the commission. Somebody, it was brought to your attention. By who? Then we also want to know. When it comes to transparency, we also want to know who notified them, who brought it to their attention. Some of these things, maybe I'm a academia, into a day will be needed by Musumaka.
Okay.
Because it is not fair that you have time, and the EC going for it should give us clear timelines. What the report on filing, what the beba, no BA bill. You don't go more than 3-4 weeks before you come and say that you've been disqualified. How?
Because of a court order.
How? And is that a basis for disqualification? No. And based on what interpretation in a model draw? If there is a court order, the thing is already pending in court. In Pakone, if what the case in the court, then in Pano Crown, why on member filing. Yimpano case, what the court, it was me and I'm a boy.
Yeah.
Now Yimpano on filing the nomination. March now margin if need nomination forms. Yimpano tuya for filing fee. Margin.
Kessben.
Ajo, I go through averting all those things. I accept. And notice of pool no beno. My mini the one I didn't count.
She's what?
No, I would want to know because if the notice of pool, she's on the notice or not, unless maybe that one has not been printed yet. But if the notice of pool in Amefi Central is out and the woman is on, then what is the basis for disqualification? It's a semi way obedient in next year. Nice because of that entity. No. I mean, for me, I think this is. I mean, even the use of the word disqualification, may have a problem with it. You can take note of it that this is the situation, and you excuse yourself from any AE, but you don't come and say that the person is disqualified when this does not form basis for disqualification. On your political party, the person is being sponsored by a political party. It's a political party in control to the electoral commission there. That means based on this court case, you have no authority on your independent candidate. She is going on the ticket of a political party. So when a political party I catch all that, they mean pay the year as a member of parliament for this area, to go to represent us. You have no business saying that because after that there was a case pending at the person. The case doesn't mean that the Pokun wait for.
Kessben.
It's disqualifying. What basis? That word that they use is even problematic. You disqualify the person upon what basis? The party in the watch more because Obi Biara filing nominations, parliament, the party right to introduce you to the electoral commission to exactly. Accord you all necessary courtesies. Into party in Trump, bro.
And in this instance, I'm even told say NDC as a national party paid for all their parliamentary candidates.
Exactly.
Including Abenfi Central.
Exactly. It's upon what basis do you say you would disqualify the person? Mr. Speaker, I didn't know your room.
I'm going to see price at the Braca.
Bernard Mona. But I 1 minute can I keep no matter a me secondary school as but Bernard Mona and some in a printing. I don't know. I think last Tuesday, IPAC meeting, PP before raised the issue. Now, I won't go, but the chairman of the PNs also raised the issue there. In fact, it was PP which raised it for us. Make up a divine Nkrumah beside there. Won't it affect? I know it's Niama who said the case is pending in court. Won't it be a financial loss to the state
if they go ahead with
printing? That's a court or grant one opportunity to be included. Madame Jemensa said there, per the evidence available to them, no, there is no way. There is no way that anybody can be added to the ballot paper. Okay. She also went ahead to say there, when it comes to criminal things, they won't point it out to you. Even though the EC normally point out issues, forms and signature, blah, 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 whatever, in the data missing, they will point out to you. When it comes to criminality, they won't point it out to you. Okay. But you see, being an opinion, you can. Sometimes, if you've seen a criminality, you've not pointed it out, you've not reported to the police. To the police. But yet, you just go ahead and disqualify me. And you think I should sit down and fold my arms.
He who alleges must prove.
Exactly. If you think I've done a criminality, report me. And report him. But it's I disqualify him. Maybe so that by the reason I disqualify him is you have enough evidence to show me there. And when your lawyers went to court, they were given time to go and look for bring the. I mean, what delay tactics is this? What is this? I feel that sometimes, the EC at this time doesn't need to allow itself for these things. You have the information, give it to the court. Let this thing be on smoothness level. Simple. But I there. First day, what's a one file, one response. And then I know PPP also went to court. I don't know what happened with that one. I'm yet to know the details of what PPP court. So I think that they should be up and doing, and let's deal with this once and for all. And then you can sign a ballot paper, no, you can sign it to approve there, baby. It's okay if they want to go ahead and print. Okay.
All right. But as it's half of tonight, and we'll be wrapping up for the day.
Anuanu adofo icheche mu nyina ya from Alan John Kojo Chematin, founder and leader Movement for Change. When me ton safre adofo a was santimantitu ani Ghana fa na nyina se madawoma mbogo michidom na ye benanti atete apom wo Kumasi abonti so ye hyasie ewo Kumasi Culture Center donsia nopa pepe na ya nantia me edi akodwie Kumasi Mall na we ne the great afafanto mega victory walk mesre nyanum ni adofo se mbobo muchidom na kunindie kese nam kwanso ba ewo abato na ye ba beto eye December usumi pato no na onyame abeto super so na Movement for Change, Ghana will rise again. Madam Hasi. Under the great transformation plan. Kessben. Anuanu adofo icheche mu nyina ya from Alan John Kojo Chematin, founder and leader Movement for Change. When me ton safre adofo a was santimantitu ani Ghana fa na nyina se madawoma mbobo na ye benanti atete apom wo Kumasi abonti so ye hyasie ewo Kumasi Culture Center donsia nopa pepe na ya nantia me edi akodwie Kumasi Mall. Now we need the great Afafanto mega victory walk. Me say nuanum ni adofo se mbobo mu chidom na kunindie kese nam kwan so ba ewo abato na ye ba beto ye December usumi etwato no na onyame abeto nsupa so na ye hwe no abamu. Movement for change. Ghana will rise again. Medamasi.
Under the great transformation plan.
I'm sorry, that's 32 minutes after that. This is Kessben 92.9 matching Jumedi Esu and the wrap up for the week. It's been a very busy and a tough one. 50 days to election 2024. Beginning next week, we'll be coming to you with extensive analysis on major constituencies and what you need to look out for. In the upcoming elections. Yeah, the analysis and our coverage of the election no ebeshas na afi yechimi eni munyina no edi ho enkomo. Many wabedwafo no wrap it up na ya sorry so akọ. That's it. Yes. I try about so yako.
Oh, time
now what you so a video na go viral no. Said the we fu on the idea.
Kessben.
Number one.
Kessben.
Duka constituency.
Otakwa.
Miko Dakwa.
Okay.
Miko train see what area ho nyina. I'm trying to say Duka the na ni kwan see ya na MP. I don't know why what my MP as a deputy minister. Abra no krum dumping ground so that ho no ma say no. That's it. No proper water ho. Enti me wana ben frame so me go for that yard ni biu. I say one na akwa yard ozu speaker ni okataji. I was there I was on makopie akoso by fuel station bi. Arobo call demand 10 liters. And yeah, obushe ya na ye short and so 10 liters so. Enti asama ba I was say, hey, Felix said you were with Perwas. So what you we're gonna send this speaker. See, multi was you, that you. We're gonna jump speaker. So, as a member, I think, sir, more dear, I will judge him from. More dear Mukoye. And I'm main country government assurance committee of parliament.
Yeah.
Mudinko PMO honum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mirrors Commission CEO call ye. Now all catch parliament so Makoye Jumabi.
Yeah.
Actually a man for in the act.
Yeah.
They are come policy for. But as they speak, but 2 weeks ago, no. As they speak, no.
I don't know
people
why.
Are not asking questions.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
First of all, police administration has never issued a statement
on that
subject. Yes. I just don't know why. Because one, even at the point you are making arrest, you hand your police, it was our expectation, say, and Kombe issue a statement at the national level to that effect.
Yeah.
I don't know happened, okay? At the magistrate court, for the first instance, every Monday Chinese for the police for updates BI say police for hand over the docket of the Chinese to the office of the Attorney General for Takrade.
Yeah.
Okay? And also police for no issue statement BI Then, to my utmost surprise, I received a call from the Office of the Attorney General requesting, say, yen submitted the initial videos, I change in the acting in former woman. You submitted the amount. Okay? Up till now, the police is not in correspondence with us. It is only the AG's office that keeps calling. The last hearing I almost called was on 2nd October. Almost pleaded for bail for the people. But the AG said,
who are their lawyers?
I don't know I'm not
who
aware.
Lawyers now? You can see who are behind.
I'm not aware. And then the AG pleaded, say, almost your investigation based on the docket and the video evidence we have submitted to them. And then on the 18th, yes. So I'm informed that the next court hearing will be 24th of this month, which is next week, right?
Speaker,
yes.
I think, sir.
I don't know why the police is not communicating anything to the
first idea we serious. Oh, we produce an adamfo.
Yeah.
Richard Sapon. Nadamfo.
Baby.
Georgia Kufu Dampari. New man no. So buy no na me yeduma and no wa kati. Bra studio Baba akwaja better dey bon komo. And no yeah na dream say region grant mini obi ankasa. Okay.
Yeah.
So now regional PROs are no more functioning. District obi ani ntimi nkasa until eba headquarters. Until let's direct your attention to headquarters. Ben, Mr. Ben, Richard, Adam for office, Georgia Kufu Dampare office. See, on issue statement on this issue, the arrest and everything, because region into me, district into me, division into me, all statements now come from headquarters, Dampare office. And to the speaker, now who can the Akufu Dampare bet my bonus war?
I'm shocked because the police never responded.
Commander no your Beginadi, he would transfer him. Obey number 2 workshop. Police depot.
Now and then Friday, so I spoke with the leading lawyer for the case from the office of the Attorney General, and he said, "Sir, there is a bail application from the lawyers of the Chinese, but he has objected to it for the 3rd time, and even the docket never attack right, Omwa remanded your friend is saying the Chinese nationals for the 3rd time, even in Takrade." Which is not less than 2 weeks. Remand which is not. So in the last 1 month, we did the arrest in August. And we are in October now. So the last almost getting to 2 months now, the people are still in there.
Sugar, this lead lawyer failed to tell you what he's been doing about it. It's not about opposing the bill application. Investigation now must see more. What are you investigating? The people were caught in the act. And you say, Matthew, they were caught on video, on tape, recorded. Maybe machine if you are now.
I just don't know.
And
for us as journalists, they say I have for
what are they investigating for?
Kessben.
But I think that we must make this thing a topic for us to at least be able to watch people properly. Take progress. If not, we won't get solution.
Yes. But I say, citizen, also chair of
Mr. Speaker, me Chobi. My main kind there. Obi Biara ko Winneba Secondary School. Our 75th anniversary is here. From Monday to Sunday. Monday to Sunday. Winneba Secondary School. Now, on Friday, we are going to do a grand re-entry into our school.
Okay.
All the old students are Yeko School 1 from Winnipeg Junction. By 5:30 Winnipeg Junction, 5:30 p.m. We are going to go back into the school again. Grand entry.
I will be there.
Now, coach Momome after Winnipeg, and I go inside. Now, I bonfire and fireworks. Now, Saturday, the main speech and prize giving day will be happening. We are looking at the role of stakeholders in enhancing education through science, technology, and innovation.
All right.